look, man, it's not white face, it's banana face, all right?
Miyo is right. Stardust, go back. Just go back. Do you not want to be with your own people?
Wait a minute. Miyo and I were talking. Miyo was talking about CEOs. So Miyo, you have to eat your own words now because you don't know about social media companies, and clearly you think that so many things are owned by Jewish people. You don't know.
I'm naming them.
I forgot that Miyo was retarded, man.
And from the person whose communities have been up in arms about how too many white people are billionaires. And
Well, you think that I'm one of those people, Miyo? You think I'm one of those people? You think I'm one of those people who has a problem with it?
Aren't you?
Join Politically Provoked? You know, you people never let me have a night off. Ever. You ever think about me? Stardust Miyo is in trouble. Come talk him off the ledge. Oh God, it's horrible. All right, let me look.
Stardust. Going bananas, girl.
Hello.
Well, hello.
Hi. How can I help you?
How are you? How can I help you? We just saw you going bananas over there.
Yeah.
Come say hi. We haven't talked in a while.
We haven't. How have you guys been?
Good. How have you been?
I've been good. Just doing my thing. The typical. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So when did the banana thing start?
I don't know when it started. I just have been really enjoying myself with it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Thanks.
Yeah, a bunch of us just got banned off of Twitter. They holocausted us.
Uh-oh. I don't think it's proper to use Holocaust in that way, though. I just gotta say.
But it is worse than the Holocaust, though.
I don't think it's worse than the Holocaust, buddy. Okay.
It's literally worse. I'm literally more persecuted than Rosa Parks ever was.
For real.
It's really rough for you, dude.
What do you think about Lav?
What do I think about Lav? I don't really have a strong opinion on her. If I'm honest with you, I don't really have a strong opinion on her. Why?
Can we get like a hot take or something like that? Don't be gay about it. I mean, don't be, because gay is so good. Gay is a great thing. Sorry. I'll be cool. I promise.
Yeah, no. I honestly, like, I know a lot of people dislike her, but I don't really have an opinion on her yet. I just think that she's kind of new to the political scene, so I have no reason to like hate her or anything, So.
Okay, not trying to burn any bridges. It's smart. It's a good tactical play. If you see no real opportunity here, nothing to gain, so it's no horse in this race, I guess.
Look, I wish she were nicer to me. She's not very nice to me, but I can't really say anything else beyond that, right? Like, there's a lot of people.
That's because she's a racist.
No, I think it's because a lot of people. I don't know. A lot of people are not nice to me. It's not new to me, so.
Have
thank
you heard
you.
that she made a racist comment to George Cherry?
I heard something like that. Eddie Bombay, thank you for the 2 gifted tier 1 subs.
Wait, she made it.
I'm here.
Okay.
Oh, you heard something like that? You said?
I heard something like that, yeah. But I don't know how true it
is.
is or whatever, so.
No, it's true. I was there. She was being racist to Cherry in order to gain clout in front of the group of people.
Wait, was she really? Like, what happened?
She was. I mean, it was funny for us. We were all laughing.
Yeah.
But apparently, Cherry didn't think it was very funny, and I guess you would care about that. I wouldn't care about that because I think it's funny. But I would assume you would care.
I thought I was there.
And so maybe you were there.
I don't know. I think it was before you got there.
Because I thought she just quoted Jesse Lee Peterson or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was fine.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I mean, it's not anything I'm not used to at this point, guys. Seriously? You've seen the shit that's hurled at me. I'm not.
If you saw a pattern to explain, because you said she was like unnecessarily hostile towards you, and it's just happens to be a coincidence, maybe a pattern that just
I'm
another
not
brown
gonna
girl that
go.
is
No, I'm not gonna go out and
not getting
say that.
along with.
I'm not doing that. I don't want to label people that, so that's it. Yeah.
I have a question for you. Do you think that Britney became racist, or that she was always susceptible to that and a little bit latent racist?
I think everybody's got a little bit of racism inside them, and we have to kind of struggle to overcome that. And I
You
think
have a
that
little racist inside you?
You have a little bit of racism
I think
inside
I
you.
think everybody has a little bit of racist in them. Okay, I'm a banana.
Right.
Okay,
Who would you say
so
that you're racist towards most inside you? Like, who do you have that little bit out of the little bit? Who would you be racist towards the most inside you? Who do you?
I don't know
Well,
myself.
so it's there, right? It's there. There's that latent racism, but towards who precisely?
Mm,
Just gotta think about this one.
look, man, I think that White Chicks was a really funny movie.
Oh, movie actually. Yeah, I thought it was funny.
So yeah.
I
I
don't
feel
think
bad
Okay.
if you political content streamers like it's got to be a drought. It's just the lav show from what I've seen,
it
not just
is.
here but like everywhere.
It is the live show.
Uh,
Yeesh.
I like it when we can have other conversations. I think the drama's been a bit much lately.
Oh wait, you know it's good drama if it's actually entertaining people on this side of the freaking internet.
Andrew Matt sent $5
I feel
Stardust in white face on your stream just now, and what is your current weight?
That's not bad, Andrew.
well,
Not
no,
bad.
it's okay. Look, man,
Look,
it's not
look,
white face, it's banana face, all right?
little bit of latent racism in them. It's on you to truly embrace it and self-actualize your final form.
Very real.
I thought,
Do
like,
you guys talk about the
Wait,
Kanye
no, hold
situation
on,
on
hold on.
your?
Wait, she was about to say something. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm sorry, these guys are so rude. Go ahead, Stardust.
oh, that's cool. Look, man, I think that It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia when they did the Lethal Weapon episodes. Those were really funny. I thought that Chang from Community dressing up as a drow was really funny. I thought that White Chicks the movie was really funny. Um, I'm all about that, like, swapping. That's just funny as fuck.
You know what I thought was funny when in the movie Rush Hour? I just rewatched that the other day.
Yeah, it was
When
funny.
Jackie Chan, so it's Chris Rock and Jackie Chan. Remember, you seen it, right?
It's on
Yeah,
YouTube.
And
I've seen it.
okay, oh okay,
And he
well,
says
and
the N word, right? Yeah, Jackie
yeah, he
Chan just
says
says
the
the
N
N
word. He
word.
walks in, he's like, "Do what I'm supposed to do," and so he's walking around saying the N word to everybody. Jackie Chan says it, and it starts a whole fight.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah.
That is
Good stuff.
good stuff. Uh,
Hmm.
yeah.
So everybody has a latent racism in them. Who would you say Lav has the most racism in her towards?
Dude, I don't know
Would
that. I don't want to psychoanalyze, okay? I'm not here to talk about Lav, okay? Um,
Mhm.
why don't you guys just invite her if you want to talk to her so
I
badly?
did. She said she's out of town till the 4th, even though. So she had said like, "Oh, I'm gonna be logging off until the 3rd or whatever." Bitch has been on a lot of shows since then. That girl cannot keep a freaking like anything she says. Like
I mean, she's a
every single
natural entertainer, I guess. I just wish,
natural.
like, I think I'm pretty generous towards her. I just wish she were a little bit more generous to other people.
Yeah,
That's all,
I can't wait to fight with her.
I'm just curious because there's the whole situation with Ye that's been blowing up in the news recently. I understand that like Twitch is very constrained on what you can talk about, but I feel like that would be a good thing to
I covered it.
address in a lot of these Twitch panels. Like, have you
Yeah, what do
guys
you think
talked
about
about
it?
it?
I covered it. I think, I think, Ye said that he hasn't taken medication in like 2 years. So that's actually super concerning for me. That's what I'm concerned about.
Well, I feel like it's a lazy sidestep
Well,
to. Well, I mean, you're not the only one
it's
to do that. I'm
kind of
not gonna
true that like when
say that
you
to you.
are not medicated that you become anti-Semitic. I think that's what they've said.
Yeah, that's true.
No,
Like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
he actually is like he actually is like displaying the signs of somebody with like bipolar disorder, who needs to be on medication. And I don't think it's
Do
fair
you
to his
know who
kids.
diagnosed him with that? Do you know
Um,
who diagnosed him with
I
that?
don't know.
It was a good doctor, which happened to be Jewish.
Okay. Why does
They
that
Yeah,
why does
I don't
that
know
mean
if I don't
anything to
see that
me?
really
He
connecting
My
mentioned
much.
it. He mentioned it. So
okay,
here's what
I
happened
don't
is
care.
he
I
was
don't
like
care.
he
Okay,
was just
my dad had bipolar disorder. When he was no longer medicated. It ended up to with me not having him in my life anymore. So I don't think that. I think I think bipolar disorder is something that is super serious. And needs to be treated. And if he wants a relationship with his kids, or if he wants his kids to even want a relationship with him, he needs to get medicated.
better not talk about Jews.
He needs to get medicated, man. I don't give a fuck what he does
Well, he's
otherwise.
been talking about this stuff like before. He's been talking about it for years. So that's just what has me thinking that that's not really like doesn't get to the point of
Yeah,
it.
the New York Times has been saying this is a long-term belief of his. He's praised Hitler. He almost
Yeah, I don't care. He needs to get medicated, bro. I don't care what he says. Like, if he still has weird fucking beliefs, like his kids are the issue is he's like going around saying saying this shit and and completely tanking his own businesses. Like there's no tomorrow. If he wants a relationship with his kids, he's gonna have to he's gonna he's got to get his shit together. That's all I can say. Stop tanking your businesses, dude.
Well, I think that kind of like proves his point that he loses these multi-million-dollar deals like overnight, and
Yeah,
the
when you
letter
act
from Ari
stupid,
Emanuel's.
when
And
you
what did
act
he even really
stupid, you
say?
get
What did he really
stupid
say?
results.
What did he even really say? What, to lose everything, billions of
Uh,
dollars or
well,
whatever?
to say before, I don't know if you're on YouTube or anything like that. I don't want your
Yeah,
channel to
no,
get banned.
I don't want to
He's
get
not.
banned. Look,
Yeah, no, it's
I know that he's been saying all I can tell you from my life experience is that as somebody who's had family members who have had bipolar disorder, when when they get off medication, is very serious. And if he wants to maintain a relationship with his kids, if he wants his kids to want to have a relationship with him, he's going to have to get his shit together because it is
Okay, but what do you think
terrifying
about what
as
he
a
said?
child to watch your one of your parents do such crazy irrational shit and tank things.
Do you think that okay? Well, I don't even want to talk about that.
well,
But what do you think about what he said?
About what he said, I mean I think you obviously know what I think about that. Like I don't agree with it.
Do
Like
you
if you
think he should be
say
allowed?
um no, not really. I mean, I don't know. I think he's
Wait, but what do
perpetuating
you?
really harmful stereotypes and stuff.
But
So,
what don't you agree with? What don't you agree with that he said?
well, I can't really even say it cuz I'm on YouTube, right?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, the thing
Well,
is,
doesn't
like
that speak
with the
for the state of
craziness
things?
thing. No,
He should
with the
always
craziness thing, like I don't know of like we've seen Hollywood actors have manic episodes. We know what that looks like. It looks like Britney Spears or Lindsay Lohan, not somebody like Kanye who's like
No, it can
sober.
look like Kanye. It can look like Kanye because there's a long history of rap artists rapping about this very subject without making themselves look fucking bonkers, okay? There are tons of rap artists who've rapped about this very subject because they have, little bits and pieces of believing that stuff too, and they don't make themselves look like fucking idiots in front of everybody.
But they get treated the same way that Kanye is. I mean,
They
look at Nick
don't.
Cannon.
They don't. They're because they're subtle
I mean
about it.
that happened to Nick Cannon.
Okay, wait. Mio was trying to say something before Quentin decided to just rampage over him. Very rude,
Got to get
Quentin.
my point out.
Okay, but
You're
none of that
asking a
matters to
singing
me.
banana, by the way.
Yeah,
For
okay,
what?
but none of that matters to me. I'm curious about very first question was about what he said. I don't know why it always goes back to like what is like what's gonna make him allow him to see his children. And like what about what he
What's
said?
gonna
Because
make
he's
his
talking about
kids
very
even want to
pernicious.
maintain a
He's
relationship with him?
$5 bonkers.
okay, but it's again it's about like the substance of what he's talking about is that there's well I'll be YouTube friendly that there are a few select businessmen who
Swedes.
he's had interactions with
Call them Swedes.
who huh
Throwback to Swedes.
right but I can do even better. There's a few select businessmen who he's had interactions with that he has personally seen the way that they all work together and coordinate in order to benefit
There's tons of
themselves, their
rappers who
families.
comment on the same thing who don't act like he acts.
Okay, well, how? Yeah, I mean, and that's a great point. So, what do you think about what Charlemagne the God said today?
I don't know what Charlemagne the God said today. All I know is Kanye's off his fucking rocker and he needs to get his shit together.
Okay, okay, well, okay, so then Kanye, sure. So, what do you think about? So, yeah, so Charlemagne today, what do you think about his mental health and his
I don't know
children?
what he said today, man. I wasn't paying attention to what Charlemagne said.
Mhm.
Hasn't seen her father since he threw his pancakes at her.
Oh my
Bipolar
gosh.
fatherhood.
Thank you so much
What?
for the big super chat.
BD, thank you. I don't know
Holy
if it
shit.
base dollar base department base
Yeah. Thank
BD. Thank you, BD.
sorry, Stardust.
Wow.
I may have thrown you under the bus with that, but he paid enough. We're gonna take
Oh
Yeah,
no, it's all
sorry,
good.
Stardust.
I'm not offended by anything.
Thank you so much. We appreciate
All
it.
right, yeah. Well, don't take it personal. I'm
Oh,
taking this
somebody's
guy.
saying that video from Charlemagne is from 9 years ago. He didn't say it today.
Really?
Oh, okay. No,
Yeah.
he's talking about what Kanye said.
Untrue. Your concern appears to be his bipolar disorder is causing him to say things that should be unsaid. That's just sidestepping the point. He said true things and then Jewish businessmen conspired against him.
Exactly, exactly.
It's about the businessmen, not about what race or what religion they are, man.
Well,
You can
okay,
call
so I
out you
can
can
take you
call
from there.
out you can call out industries for being exploitative of certain people. You can call out industries for being corrupt without making it about one person's ethnic background or one person's religion. I think that's
It's
fucking
just
dumb as
so
Well,
fuck.
I
rich
find
coming
that
from the person whose communities have been up in arms about how too many white people are billionaires and white
Well, you
people
think
are
that
rich,
I'm
and
one
it's
of
old
those
white men
people,
doing
Mio? You
things.
think I'm one of those people? You think I'm
Well,
one of
you're
those people who has a
advocating for
problem with it?
diversity, aren't you?
I'm
to put it
I
another way, there
I
are a lot
advocate for
of
diversity. That doesn't mean that I'm anti-white people. I don't give a fuck what
the
other people do, man.
Okay,
the white people thing makes it a bit loaded. People are pre-programmed for this kind of stuff. Like
Yeah,
there
I don't
are other
fucking
ethnic groups. No, no,
first
it's
off,
I'm not calling you out or anything.
I don't appreciate Mio assigning this stupid shit to me, okay? I'm not one of those leftists who goes around talking about being anti-white or whatever. You know that. You know me by now.
I'll
okay,
put it like
but
this: there
but,
are
she's
other.
talking to me. She just said my name. She let me respond, dude. Okay, this is what did she even say? She said, "Okay, yeah, look, when you're advocating for diversity, okay, I won't even go
How's
to like, oh,
diversity anything to
okay,
do
that's
with
just
me
what
hating white people?
I won't even argue whether diversity is anti-white thing or not right now. We don't even need to do that. If you're
I would
advocating
argue
for
it's not.
diversity, wouldn't you argue that we need more diversity in like the CEOs of the media? Because they just all like 90% of them happen to be Jewish businessmen. Do you think we need more diversity in that?
Um, I'm sorry, with CEOs in the media? Isn't it
Yeah,
CEOs
with
globally?
all the top, the CEOs, the presidents, the founders, the vice presidents, the chairmans, all of that. Do you think that we need more diversity in all
Okay,
of
tell
those
me
top positions of power?
what social media companies other than Facebook and I'm trying to think what social media companies are headed by Jewish people.
Cookies
Okay,
said
well, you've got.
not about being Italian. There are just a lot of
Well,
corrupt people in waste management.
it's not necessarily about
There's-
CEOs. It's about like board members and these
Yeah,
other
but see,
people in the
this is a
shadows, I guess you
sidestep
could
now
say.
hold on.
too. This
But
is wait a minute.
Wait,
no,
wait,
This
wait,
is
but
a wait a
the
minute. This is a sidestep too because you know damn well if you look up the CEOs of all of these social media companies, there's two that are Jewish. The rest of them are not Jewish. The rest of them are a
well,
whole
how many
wide
social
variety
media
of other
companies are
things.
there? Or like big social media companies. But a point I want to
That's
try and
still
make is that
sidestepping the issue. Wait a minute.
a
Wait a
point
minute.
a
Wait a
point
minute. Mio and I were talking. Mio was talking about CEOs. So Mio, you have to
Okay,
eat your own
yeah. So
fucking words
so
now
you've
because
got
you
on
don't know
YouTube,
shit about social
right?
media companies, and
So you've
clearly
got
you
Mark
think
Zuckerberg.
that so
You've
many
got
things are
Susan
owned by Jewish
Wojcicki.
people. You don't know
You've got.
shit.
I'm naming them. I'm naming them.
Groups in any
Alright.
industry as long as they are white. The second you just simply acknowledge Jewish overrepresentation in any industry, it's immediately censored.
Right.
And,
Here,
and
let's play a couple more. I'll get your point. I'll
before
get your point.
before you start. Wait, oh shit, it's gonna do it twice.
BD sent $10.
I forgot that
Stardust.
Miyo was retarded, man.
Jupu.
Thank you. Oh, they did it again. Sorry.
BD sent $10. Stardust is obviously anti-white and is Jupu.
Jupu.
Okay, so yeah, you were asking about these CEOs. So you got YouTube, which is like the biggest video platform that there is. That's Susan Wojcicki. You've got yeah, as you said, you've got Facebook, which is the largest like number of people social media platform,
Hey,
largest
who owns
user base,
Twitter?
and that's Mark Zuckerberg. With Twitter, now Elon Musk just bought it, right? And before that, it was a bunch of Indians in charge as well. But this is we have. I mean, just even those
And
two
Amazon?
dwarf Twitter.
Twitch?
They dwarf Twitter. Actually, the reason
Amazon?
why he was able to buy
Twitch?
the reason he was Amazon is Jeff Bezos, and yeah, that's true. He's not Jewish, right?
Microsoft?
Microsoft is Bill Gates. Yeah, you're right. He's not Jewish, but he has been working with them. He's been working with this whole group.
What
And
did
if
I
you
ask
look
you?
at
Did I
who's-
ask you
if you
who
look
he's
at who's-
working
hold
with?
on,
Did I
if you
ask
look
you
at-
who he was working with? Did I ask
right.
you who he was working
What
with?
do you mean? What do you mean? Why are you focused on
You
one
said
specific position?
CEOs.
I'm talking about positions
You
of
said
power.
CEOs.
I'm
This is a
talking about
pivot.
positions of power. Why are you
This is a
arguing against
sidestep.
diversity in positions of power, Stardust? Why are you
I'm
arguing
not
against diversity?
arguing against diversity
You are,
in
because
positions
I'm calling for
of
more diversity
power,
in
homie.
positions of
I'm
power,
arguing
and now
against
you're
your stupid
arguing for
fucking point that you think that Jewish
you're
people own
arguing for a
everything.
few select people, and
There's
I'm
like
saying we
a
need more
few,
diversity.
there's like one or two like Jewish people who are CEOs of these tech companies, and then the rest of them are not Jewish. So you can shut up, homie.
I'm talking about all of the, especially the old school.
Okay, name
mainstream
every
media.
single
You
Jewish
can talk
person
about-
that
you can
Bill
talk
Gates
about-
is talking
you
to
can
right
narrow
now.
it down to the
Name
specific
every
tech
single
companies you
Jewish
want.
person that Bill Gates is talking to right now.
If
You
wanna-
are
if you wanna
arguing with a
talk
banana.
about-
I hope you realize that.
If you want to talk about, okay, here, actually, Beaky, go ahead and pull the chart up from Kanye on stream.
Name
This is,
every Jewish
gonna
person that
go
Bill
ahead-
Gates is talking to.
I sent you that on Discord. If you're in Stardust chat, make sure you check out the infographic on our stream, and you'll see that this is the overrepresentation problem that we're talking about.
Where is
You
the
can name any company on that list.
overrepresentation?
Name any company on this list. You can talk about YouTube. You can talk about CNN. You can talk about MSNBC, Disney.
Isn't
Google,
the biggest media
Reuters,
owner
The
a
Atlantic.
conservative white man? The biggest owner of media altogether is a conservative white man?
Disney, the president is Jewish. The CEO is Jewish. The
Okay, but tell me, who is
Hold on.
Bill Gates talking to? Who is Bill Gates talking to
the
that's
owner
Jewish?
is Jewish. The vice president is Jewish.
Hold on, I can't
So-
get that freaking thing.
Why do I
So
fucking
I
care,
want to try
bro?
and make a I want to try and make a point here.
Wait. Hold
It's-
on, real quick. She said, I
Google
don't care.
CEO.
Why
Google
don't you
CEO is
care?
Indian.
Why don't
You know what? You
care?
should actually let's start a new conspiracy theory here, guys. I'm going to say that all of these Indian Americans and Indian people, brown people rise up, are taking and they're becoming CEOs of all these companies. Maybe you should make a conspiracy theory about me too, huh? Let's go. I'm a banana.
It's not a conspiracy theory. I'm just asking for diversity. I don't know why you're against diversity.
Yeah,
in these
Murdoch.
positions.
Murdoch is the name I was looking for. That's the guy.
Murdoch that owns Fox News. Okay, so there's that one. But you know what else?
You
else
know
is
how
on
much
Fox
he
News?
owns in the world globally of media? Holy shit, my dude. You're getting owned by a fucking banana. How does it feel?
Know,
Jewish
Fox
organization.
News is like basically the only one.
Video exposing Stardust's
Okay.
true
I
feelings.
can't play the media right
Okay,
now.
so
Fuck's
Yeah,
sake.
skip the media for now.
the problem with this
Oh my God.
is that you're right. There are a lot of Indian people in positions of power in a lot of different fields, and we can talk about that. We can talk about any kind of influence that high caste Indians have. But the minute you change the ethnic group to another one that has X size amount of power, Jewish people, you're just shut down entirely. There are lobbying groups and activist organizations that will destroy your life. There isn't anything like that for the Indians or the Chinese or any other minority ethnic group that has a lot of influence.
All right, really quick. I'm gonna pull this up really quick. But we had a few super chats. I want to
This sounds
be
like
able to
cope for not being good enough, man. This just sounds like cope for not being good
What I'm
enough.
saying is,
and that's
I'm
just-
asking.
that's the
What do you mean?
fallback.
What do you mean? I could
And that's
say
the
that.
fallback.
I could say that about any argument for diversity. It's just cope for not being good enough. When the blacks are like, we need affirmative action, in reparations.
Well,
That's
I
just
think you'll
folks for
find a
not
lot
being
of
good
people in
enough.
the black community who actually believe in reforming
Hold on.
affirmative action to make it more fair.
Really quick,
Wait,
really quick, because base department's going off
replay it again.
chain.
Replay it again.
Yeah, and he's done a few. I gotta replay these because he's spending a lot.
What in the world?
Yeah, that.
Sorry, Stardust. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, we gotta just play these two because anyway, everything's going slow. And I'm losing my freaking mind because nothing wants to work. So hold on, give me just 2 seconds, and then you guys can go fight again. But base department, thank you so freaking much. We really
Yeah,
do.
what a guy. Thank you, man.
He says.
BD sent $100. Miyo is right. Stardust, go back. Just go back.
Thank you
Do you
so
not
much.
want to be with your own people?
Thank you so much.
I
And
am
he
with
also
my own
said-
people.
BD sent $100.
My people are Americans, man.
Your diversity.
Thank you so much, base department.
Thank you, base department.
So
yeah.
Wait,
the
while I have the floor, let me just like play the other ones, okay? Before we get started again. Hold on.
How many Americans own shit? I would like to know that.
$5
Give it the
All other
media.
major social media networks are either owned or run by Jews or their censorship policies
They're
and
not,
boards are controlled
though. That's fucking
by
wrong.
organizations. Also, here
Okay.
is a recent video exposing
Yeah, I don't need that part. And then there was like I think like one more maybe. Maybe 2 more.
Anonymous sent $5. Media is owned by Jews. Social media is controlled by ADL,
I think that was it.
Jews.
No,
All
it's
right,
not.
sorry. Wait, we have this chart really blurry.
So that is true. There are certain choke points that are inhabited almost entirely by that ethnic lobby. You know what the Trusted Flagger program is, right?
I don't know what that is. Why do I care?
That was a system on YouTube where they would have these flaggers that would be no question able to just flag a video and have it removed. And the two organizations that were like given that kind of carte blanche power was the ADL and the SPLC. One group that was explicitly founded for you know Jewish advocacy and censorship, and the other, which was founded by Jews and is now
They
has
do
the
the
board
same
mostly
thing
run
for
by
COVID
Jews.
misinfo. They do the same thing for COVID misinfo. They do the same thing for sovereign citizens. When you see sovereign citizenship pop up, you'll see like the little flag with that, right? It's the same shit, man. How many things are owned? I want to know how many things are just owned by Americans.
Running up on
How
that
many? How many things are just owned by Americans? Because I think there's an American conspiracy here, okay? I think Americans own a whole lot of shit.
Well, how do you explain then the Emmanuel family then? How did they get all of their power that they have now?
Who the fuck is the
Because
Emmanuel family, and why do I care about them?
those are the people who, or Ari Emanuel is the one who owns one of the larger talent organizations that called for Kanye to be censored on a lot of his
Because
deals.
Kanye was saying stupid shit, man.
And he bragged that in the past he was the one responsible for getting Mel Gibson shit canned after his comments.
Yeah,
and then
because
giving
Mel
him work
Gibson's
again
a
after
fucking
he kowtowed.
crazy lunatic, man.
But he's saying that he held the power to give him a job and not. And then you look at his two brothers. He what was his name? Rahm Emanuel, who was one of the head staffers. Rahm Emanuel was one of the head staffers for the Obama administration and the mayor of Chicago, and his brother Zeke was one of the people who wrote the ACA.
Do you remember Mel Gibson and his fucking psychotic rants, man?
Their father, Benjamin, was a penniless immigrant and air gun fighter. How do you go from in one generation in
Jesus freaking Christ. I'm sorry.
I can't even hear the super chat. Sorry.
Well, okay. Well, when they send like a big one, we gotta shut up. So base department just sent another $100. Holy shit, dude. Thank you so much. What did he say? Okay. So he just said, I'm the wrong religion. If only I was Amish, you'd be okay. Thank you so much, base department. All right, carry on. And if anything doesn't get played, or they're talking over it, I'll repeat it. Just don't send media, you guys. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, that's the issue. How do you get a penniless family coming over here and in one generation being in like the highest offices of government?
Hard, dude. It's the American dream. It's the American dream.
They didn't. How did Epstein get his money? Because he went from being a college flunky into being like a private school teacher. With
a lot
no
of
real
people do it. You guys have
being
people.
one of the richest people
okay,
around.
wait a minute. You guys have people who advocate for dropping out of college too. Okay, people. all over are able to make a name for themselves if they work hard enough. That should be
That's
the
a
moral of the
sidestep.
story
That
here
is a
is
sidestep.
that there is the American dream, and these are people who are great examples of the American dream.
Jeffrey Epstein was a great example of the
Epstein
American dream.
was
Epstein
tapped
probably
by the
not.
head of
Epstein
Victoria's
probably
Secret
not.
in order to handle his finances. Epstein was tapped by the CEO
Dude,
or the
I don't
founder of
fucking care
Victoria's
about
Secret
your.
to handle
I
his
don't care
finances.
about
No, but
Epstein.
the point.
I don't. There's no
the
fucking point to Epstein. I don't care
there is
about
a
Epstein.
point. These
The
people
CEO of
get
Google
this kind
is
of power and
Indian.
influence.
One of the top
these people get
officials in Twitter was Indian up until recently.
yes, and I can talk about Indian power all day and night and not face any
So
repercussions.
then talk about it. I don't give a fuck.
No, because there are other groups that have a lot of power as well, and we're not able to address it.
You can talk. You can talk about it. I'm still gonna call you an idiot whether you
No.
talk about it about one group or the
If I
other
go on
group.
YouTube and talk about this, my channel's gone.
Yeah, then don't fucking talk on YouTube. Go somewhere else, bro. There are plenty of other
Go to a
places to
ghetto.
go. What's the big
Just go to
deal?
a ghetto. Yeah, that's
YouTube has the
great.
right to enforce their policies. Do you get to come into my cake shop and yell like anti-Semitic shit? No, I don't think so. I want you out of my fucking
Does
cake
your
shop.
cake shop get most of its funding and contracts and kickbacks from the government, from taxpayer money?
You think YouTube does?
Alphabet, yes. Yeah, Alphabet, yes. Facebook, Meta, yes. Amazon, yes. And those are the ones that control the major social media platforms. So as far as I'm concerned, they're an unofficial arm of the government.
I think those companies get a lot of their funding, if not majority of it, through their own businesses. Google has plenty of ways to make money. YouTube has plenty of ways to make money.
Google makes most of their monies from contracts with the government.
They don't.
Yes, they do.
Okay,
Amazon
I would like
as well.
to name
They
to
make
you. There are tons of Indian economists and Nobel Prize recipients. I think we can look at also business. CEO of MasterCard is Indian. CEO of United Airlines is also Indian. There's a lot of CEOs of Microsoft is Indian. CEO of Citigroup is Indian.
Yeah, that's
you know what?
again,
maybe you should be more. Maybe you should be
because
more concerned about Indians being CEOs of stuff than Jewish people.
you're not going to get banned for mentioning Indians. We can address this kind of like high caste Indian influence another time. Like if you want to, there are Jewish CEOs, though not as many as some would believe. If you look at BlackRock, for instance, that's a Jew. A lot of Jewish people are in charge of like real estate, large scale real estate.
Okay. Nokia,
but even for these other tech companies,
even for these other
tech companies, they're the way
Google,
the
Pepsi,
power works is
Adobe.
they find these bottlenecks. They find these bottlenecks, and then they go in on those. So you don't need to be the CEO of Alphabet. You just need to control their censorship policy. That's it.
Base Dollar said, "Why was the CEO of Twitter Indian? What did he do? Would you say he failed? He failed."
He wasn't the CEO of it, and it wasn't the CEO. I think it was the CFO. No, CTO. CTO, I think, of Twitter was Indian. Maybe the CEO was at some point too.
Twitter, yeah, that was
the
guy.
CEO's name was like Parag Agrawal or something.
Yeah, he recently got shit canned.
Founders of Google are Jewish and remain on the board.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the CEO of Google is still Indian.
But the board members still have a lot of power. The CEO can be a figurehead just as a country has a figurehead.
The whole point of what we're saying is that there's
Dorsey Dorsey was the CEO. He wasn't Indian. He's not Indian.
No.
Dorsey, Jack
No,
Dorsey.
he was the CEO in the past, but it was handed over to Agrawal like last year.
Oh, okay. You know what? It seems like maybe if Jewish people are really good at business and stuff, maybe you guys should go and ask them for advice and stuff.
No, they're good at nepotism. They're good at graft and nepotism.
Vincent, you gotta let me talk a little bit too.
Oh, sorry.
Why don't you say that about white people when they talk about diversity? Why don't you just say, well, they just must be good
I
at
do.
it.
I
They
have
must be
lots
good
of
at business.
mentors from
you
different
just must
groups
suck
and stuff, Lots of different mentors from different backgrounds. You should try it.
Okay, Okay, but what I'm
Maybe
saying
instead of
is,
being mad
if you
about the
want,
money
if
you
you
don't have,
advocate,
you should try getting some mentors who can help you.
Yeah,
okay,
I'll get the head of Victoria's Secret to have me handle his multi-million-dollar company's
No,
finances. Yeah,
he doesn't
I'll have
need
that
you to
happen.
handle his thing. He can mentor you
That's how
or
Epstein got
whatever.
his money. That's how
Trump was
Epstein
good
got
at
his money.
nepotism too. Do we care? People are good at nepotism.
Trump was a low-level billionaire in the world of politics. That's important. That's not nearly as powerful
They say
as
that
other people.
Irish people actually are more concentrated in positions of power in America.
Yeah, good to hear that from your
So
chat. What percentage of the country is Irish or Scots Irish
I don't know. I
compared
don't
to
give a
Jewish?
fuck.
Probably like
What
20%, if
percent?
I had to
Yeah, but
guess.
what percentage of the country is Indian?
Yeah, that's why we should be talking about the Indian thing as well. But
You
again,
guys never
you
talk
won't get
about it
censored
though. I
for
want
it
to hear some. I want to hear some more shit
because
about
you don't
that.
get censored for it.
Well, I want to
Well,
hear about it. You never
you
talk
could
about
listen to
it.
Scott Greer.
How come?
Scott Greer
What
talks
about
about
me? What
Scott
about
Greer
me,
talks about
Quentin?
it.
What about me? What about my people? What about us? We're doing the CEO stuff too. Talk about us too. God, dude, fuck, my throat hurts.
Yeah, like high caste Indians are social climbers as well. There are going to be a lot of
High
smart Indians just
caste?
because of like how many Indians there are.
Is
Yeah,
it
normally
about?
the
Is
ones
it
who
about high?
immigrate here are
Is it
high
about
caste.
caste? I don't think it's about
It's
necessarily
normally the
about
high caste ones
high caste.
who get in these positions of
wait,
power.
yes, it is. Yes, it is. Do you not know that Google had internally like admitted that they have a caste problem within Google because of all the Indians that work there who still who still culturally act like that, and how the ones.
That doesn't have to do with CEOs though, right? Like that
Yes,
has to do
it
with
does.
like
It's the ones
no,
that
wait a
are high
minute. Wait a
caste are
minute.
gaining.
You're talking about people who come from another country where the caste system is still practiced. Of
And
course,
that's what
yes,
I'm
there's
saying.
going
There's
to be an
so many of the
issue.
CEOs now. There are so many of the CEOs now are people who come from another country where that's still practiced. So many.
No, okay, people who are
Why is this not
CEOs,
playing?
people what the fuck, bro? CEOs are often people who have lived in America for years, man.
Just going off. Base department sent another $100. By the way, he said, "Mio, are you looking for a CEO position?" Um, no Jew.
Jew,
Most of the
yeah, of
CEOs in the
course.
world are apparently Asian, not Jewish. I have to look into that. But yeah, I
If
would
you mean
still
in the
argue.
world, like because Asia is so fucking huge, maybe, but
Well,
like
I
this
would still
is.
argue that most social media is not owned by Jewish people. It is owned and operated by a wide variety of people who just aren't Jewish.
But
And
it's
so
bottlenecked in very particular areas by
That
Jewish
right.
people.
bottleneck in
telling
particular
me,
areas is a cope, man. It is a cope because you want to cling on to your conspiracy theory.
No, it's the way power works. That's just the way
It,
power works.
so the people who are running the censorship teams, the people who are when they're like, we're going to use a third party mediator to help with the moderation teams and stuff like that. It's people like the ADL and the SDLC who are recommending the people who are working with them, who are bringing on the teams.
Dollars Lamau base dollar is drinking.
apparently, this guy
yeah,
is going
going
insane.
off.
Thank you, Based
Yeah, we appreciate that.
But yeah, it's these are the people. That's those. But as Quinn said, those groups are who is forming the moderation teams and who's doing stuff like that, and they're the ones who are ultimately they're
How
getting
do you
into the
know that
right
they are?
positions.
How are they? How are they the ones forming the moderation teams? Moderations, they don't even have enough people to make up the human moderators. You know, from it, like from one
That's
spot.
why. That's why
They
the
need to.
companies don't. The companies don't, and so they're reaching out to third party teams. Third party. Who do you think those companies are? Who do you think they're working with? Who do you think these third party people are? They're working with other
Who
groups that are
are they?
recommended.
Tell me.
They're
Don't say
recommend. I'm telling
who
you.
do you think they are? Just tell
I,
me.
I'm telling you, they're recommended in all of these cases. They're recommended by the SPLC, by the ADL, by places like this who specialize in this sort of thing. And that's their whole brand. Is we are like the Anti Defamation League's whole thing is like we stop hate online. That is we're dedicated
Mm-hmm.
to censoring hate online. That's
Yeah.
their thing. So
Okay.
they're well known
What is the
for the
SBLC?
SPLC, the Southern Poverty Law Center. This is a
Okay.
group who
Is it
is
just for
formed
Jewish
on.
people, or is it for hate against any group?
They brand themselves as hate against any group, but they mostly go after people who talk about Jewish people. That's their
I don't
number
know about
one
that
target,
one. I don't
and
know
that's
about that one.
because it's because all the founders, all the people who are running it are all Jews. And so
I don't
that's,
know
and
about
again,
that one,
it's just
bro.
like that's what they care about more. Those are the issues they care about more. These particular groups, and they're the most effective ones at it. And other groups don't really have something for this. And so
The
that's where.
SPL
Go ahead.
No, go
Okay,
ahead.
the SPLC is a good example of this because, like their head, I think she was deposed a little while ago, was an Asian woman, but that didn't change the fact that most of the board was made up of Jewish people. They
Okay,
just
I
had
will read you
a Gentile sitting in there.
the executive team of SPL Center. Okay, Ann Beeson, Leisha Brooks, Derwin Bunton, Cassandra Douglas, Cherry Z. Gamble, Sybil Hadley, Margaret
$10.
Huang, Arun Candle, Seth Levy. How many of these people sound Jewish to you? Amy Sadler,
Levy,
LaShawn Warren,
what's a given name? You know what a given name is?
Twyla Williams. Leadership team, Kristen Anderson, Brad Bennett, Bobby Carter. Majority of these people are not Jewish, my dude.
Do you think Emmanuel is a Jewish surname?
Yeah, that's like one person.
No. I'm saying like the Emmanuel family. They picked that name up. That wasn't their
Oh, that
actual
can be a
family
Christian.
name.
That can be a Christian name
That
too.
it is a Christian name. But the point is that a lot of Jewish people, in order to blend in,
Oh, they're
they pick
changing their
up
names now.
other names.
They're
They do.
changing
They've
their
been doing
names.
this.
Yeah.
They've been doing this
Wait,
for
they did
centuries.
change their names.
They've
They
been doing this
literally
for centuries, literally.
Yeah. That's well known.
Wow.
That's a
I'm
Okay,
not.
I'm looking at the pictures on the SPLC of the people who are on the executive and leadership teams. Okay, I see like one Jewish person, maybe two, out of like
Well,
30.
those are just the obvious ones.
I'm
Is
just
Natalie
showing people
Portman?
have a lot to learn.
Do you think
This
Natalie
isn't a
Portman's Jewish?
controversial claim that we're making. This is something that everybody knows about. Like, this is something that I think Destiny would acknowledge. Is like, yeah, they go
No.
after people who talk about Jews and stuff. Like that is, they call themselves an anti-hate speech thing, but it's another one of these organizations which specifically targets us and people surrounding us, and the so-called alt-right and whatever.
You know what? Maybe if this group is so organized, maybe we should just be taking some notes from them. That's all I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
And then comes the issue. Like you acknowledge the power, but is the fact that they're in power good? I'd say no. But again, I want you to have your YouTube channel, so I don't know how much deeper we're gonna go on that.
Okay, I would encourage you guys to look at splcenter.org/about. Okay, I'm gonna go now because I want to go back to doing
I
my
know
banana
all
thing.
about the SPLC.
I'm
Alright,
gonna
thanks for
go.
coming.
That was good
Yeah.
talking.
Have fun.
You have a good
Stardust.
one.
You have a good night.
Yep. God damn, dude. When can I just enjoy my fucking time, huh? I just want to enjoy my time. By the way, if you look at splcenter.com or .org/about, I think the majority of the people on the leaderboard are like non-white people. That was painful. Yeah. How do you think I feel? Tell everybody how funny it is to see a banana wreck a 12-year-old boy. Okay.